Hey everyone, Jessica DeMaria here, and this is part 13 of my documentary on parental alienation. And today was a really crazy day for me. I was like running around with my head cut off like a chicken. So I don't even know if that even made any sense, but I am very disturbed at some of the things that I'm hearing right now. And when I say that, I mean like disturbed, just saddened by people that I have come to know and hearing their stories. And so many of you are in the process of going through court yourselves, and I feel your pain, because with this parental alienation, it's so hard. It's so hard to get it out there and to make people aware of what's going on. Not even people, to make the courts aware of what's really going on. And so as I was at the courthouse today, I was just thinking, what if there was like this special forensic team that came in? You would have to, of course, order it. I don't even know if this exists, but I'm just thinking about it, that maybe there should be something created in this situation where, because most of us who have been alienated from our children have a really long history in court of fighting over and over and over for the same thing. And, our files, our court files become like thicker and thicker and thicker. And mine's like this thick. I've got two of them this thick. Okay, mind you, my paperwork's probably, my motions are maybe like that thin. So it's really not, there's a lot of stuff in there, but it's accumulated over the course of 13, 14 years. And the thing is that these motions just build up and build up and build up. But the reality of it is that this parental alienation that's going on with you, everything's already documented about this. And I don't think many people are aware of that your motions that you repeatedly filed and your ex repeatedly filed, those are the proof. Those are proofs. Everything that you submit every single time is considered proof. Okay? And through the years, it just constantly builds up. And so finally, when you realize that this parental alienation is going on in your case, because by the time you do realize it, you're years and years into this. Like me, for instance. So if you were to go back, see, I saved everything. I've saved so much. I have 2 bags. When I tell you bags, I don't mean small bags. I mean big bags. I have 2 big bags full of court motions and court orders and everything that we went through, counseling and just you name it. I have it full of it. And so I spent the last 3-4 nights going through both of these bags. And I can't tell you the stuff that I am looking at. And I'm like my own forensic team going through this, okay? And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, oh my gosh, like this person, the defendant, my ex, the alienator, has totally contradicted himself in so many ways. And it's all there in black and white. Like, there's no denying it. There's no saying that this didn't happen. because it's right there. So like my question is, through the years, not even through the years, when we file these motions, are the courts actually taking the time to read them? To actually read them, to listen to what you're saying word for word? I don't think so. I think that it's a bunch of crap. Us going to court, filing motion after motion after motion, because I really don't think that anyone is actually listening. I think they are listening to the cha-ching, 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 the money. You know, it's not the people. It's not the children. It's the cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So, yeah, let's cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Let's spend more money on lawyers that really aren't helping us out. I mean, come on. When is this going to stop? This is ridiculous. I mean, you know, granted, parental alienation is something that our system needs to become more educated on. More educated. Am I saying that right? But you think they would know about this already. I mean, come on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that this is really going on. And what's really, really killing me is that, okay, so let me go back. So our files that we have in the court system, they're evidence. That's your evidence. That's your evidence. And if you save everything, which you should, I really recommend saving everything that you have. Do not throw anything away. Save it. Put it in a bag. Store it somewhere. Save it, because you never know when you're going to need it. And I never knew when I was going to need this. But when now looking back, because as you go through this process, and if you're pro se, you grow and you start to learn through the years different things. You start to see things, different things that you didn't see before in your orders. And you start to really look at the big picture. And then you start learning that you've been alienated from your child, and that's what this is. All this time you've been frustrated trying to figure out, like, what is this? What is going on here? Like, I don't understand this. And then it hits you. And you sit back and you look at everything and through all those years, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's right here in front of my face all along. All the proof that I could possibly need is right here. The contradictions, the manipulation. You know, the alienator will manipulate the court system. So everyone, I get it. Everyone wants to blame the courts. I get it. Because they are truly, all in all, they're the ones that judge. They're the ones that make the decision. And I get it. But a good alienator will manipulate the court system. Lies after lies after lies. And a lie is very hard to prove. It is very hard to prove unless you have a paper trail. If you have a paper trail of all these things and the contradictions that are being made constantly that you just didn't realize until you actually sit back and you look at all this stuff, you would be blown away. You know, like 1 minute, my ex is saying one thing, but literally 2 seconds later, it's something else. It's like, well, make up your mind. Which one is it? So I truly think, and I know I said I said something in my other documentary about creating a law. And this is another thing. I think that they need to create a forensic team that comes in the minute that a parent comes to court and files a motion and believes that they have been alienated from their child. I believe that a forensic team, a special forensic team in this field of parental alienation, needs to come in and review your entire case from day one to right now, and have those people really look deep within those cases, because it's there. if you're being alienated from your child, it's all there. It's all in the paperwork. It's just a matter of someone, which should be the judges, but unfortunately, not just here in New Jersey, but everywhere in this country, they're not taking the time to look at the cases. They're not taking the time to really see what is going on. And so, therefore, parental alienation goes unnoticed. But if this forensic team was created to go in there and to go over your whole entire case, they would see it. Parental alienation will speak for itself right in those cases. It's right there. There's no way that it can be denied at that point. So I need to come up with a solution. I don't know if any of you watching this want to help out or know someone or know an attorney or anyone that wants to help, because this isn't something that I want to do just here in New Jersey. I need to create this law, and get this law passed for this to become real all over the country for everyone. And it has to happen now. We can't wait. We cannot keep wasting time, talking about our stories and not doing anything about it. We have to do something. We need change. I've said it a million times. We need change. Well, I'm only one voice. I can only do so much as one person. But so many of you are reaching out to me. I am asking you to take the time to figure out how we all can come together and do this and bring this down into Congress to get some kind of law passed, because this is real. And if you are really going through parental alienation, I can guarantee you that everything in your case will point to that. And it will not go unnoticed. I just by sitting here for 4 days going through all of my stuff, I just cannot believe it. It's crazy how you spend hours being pro se, you spend hours doing your motions and going through everything and trying to gather all of this information, and for the judges not to actually sit and really look at all that is crazy. I mean, there needs to be a law against that too, because what am I paying for to submit a motion, but yet you're not really looking at my case? This is insane. So I think this is really important, and not just for me. I think it's for everyone. Like I said, my son's going to be 18 soon, actually in a month. So, I mean, nobody's going to be able to give me back that time, all this time that I've missed. But I would love to bring suit for this. The aggravation, the stress, the frustration, everything that I have been put through. Yeah, I would love to file a lawsuit against the court system for not actually taking the time to look at my case. It's like I'm just a number to them. I'm just a number to the courts. They see millions of cases a week. Who am I? Who am I to that? Who am I to that judge? Who am I? I'm just a number, basically. And they take your case, next. Well, wait a minute. I was just talking about this and you just totally cut me off. Like I filed this motion and yet you're not hearing me. So every time I go to speak, the judge will say, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Really? I'm not here to sit down. I'm here to stand up and take a stand. I'm here for you to realize that there is a situation going on here that needs to be dealt with now. I've been saying this for years and years and years, and now, because nobody listened to me and